You call your dog's name from across the room. Nothing. You call it again. Louder this time. Your dog is 6 feet away, ears visible, clearly awake. It does not turn around. It does not flick an ear. It continues staring at the wall with the focused intensity of someone who has absolutely no idea you exist. So you walk over, crouch down, and say its name directly in front of its face. It looks at you. You've been standing in the same house this entire time. Most people file this under stubbornness. Some blame the breed. A lot of people quietly wonder if their dog is a little bit stupid. The research disagrees. The BAER test, brainstem auditory evoked response, measures electrical activity in the brain in response to sound. It doesn't require the dog to do anything. It simply records whether the brain is receiving the signal. When researchers run BAER tests on dogs described as selectively deaf, the results are almost always the same. The hearing is fine. The signal is arriving. The brain is registering it. The sound got through. Something else stopped it there. In 2014, researchers at the University of Lincoln published a study in learning and behavior. What they found has a name in behavioral science: latent inhibition. When a sound is presented repeatedly without a meaningful consequence attached to it, the brain learns to filter it out. Not because the sound is inaudible, because it has been classified as irrelevant. Your dog's name, in most households, is used in an extraordinary number of contexts. Come here, stop that, look at me. Good boy. No, the name before a bath, the name before a nail trim, the name in a tone of mild irritation that preceded nothing interesting. A name used that frequently, with that much variation in outcome, stops functioning as a signal. It becomes background noise, the same process that lets you stop noticing the hum of your refrigerator. Your dog didn't decide to ignore you. Its brain quietly reclassified your voice. In 2012, Attila Andix and his team at Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest trained 11 dogs to lie still inside an fMRI scanner, listen to a series of sounds: human voices, dog sounds, environmental noise. Dogs have voice-sensitive regions in the brain that respond specifically to human vocalizations. The degree of activation depended heavily on emotional content and familiarity. A neutral word spoken in a neutral tone produced significantly less neural activation than the same word delivered with emotional weight. The brain was running a continuous relevance filter, prioritizing sounds that predicted something worth paying attention to, and deprioritizing sounds that predicted nothing in particular. Dogs experience smell the way humans experience sight. Their olfactory cortex is proportionally 40 times larger than ours. When your dog is nose down in the grass processing a layered scent trail, it is engaged in something closer to reading a detailed document. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Neuroscience used functional MRI to compare sensory processing across species. Olfactory engagement in dogs produced activation patterns across multiple brain regions simultaneously, a level of cognitive integration that competes directly with incoming auditory signals. When your dog is deep in a smell, there is a neurological competition happening. Your voice is arriving, but it is not winning. This is not your dog choosing the grass over you. It is your dog's brain doing exactly what it was built to do. A 2021 study published in Current Biology by Eleanor Carlson and colleagues at the Broad Institute analyzed behavioral data and genomic information from over 18,000 dogs across 78 breeds. Responsiveness to human cues had a significant heritable component. Certain breeds were systematically more oriented toward human communication than others. Breeds developed for independent work, sighthounds, scent hounds, livestock guardians, were selectively shaped to make decisions without waiting for human input. That independence was the job. A dog that paused to check with its owner every 30 seconds was a worse hunting dog. The trait that reads today as stubbornness was for centuries a professional requirement. Here's the part that goes against the most common instinct people have. When a dog doesn't come at the first call, the instinct is to repeat, call again, louder, more insistent, then walk over and physically redirect, then try a treat, then give up. Each of those steps is teaching something. Calling repeatedly teaches the dog that the first call is optional. The name becomes a countdown rather than a cue. In operant conditioning terms, the behavior of coming to the first call is never reinforced, because the first call is never the one that produces a consequence. A 2018 study in applied animal behavior science examined recall reliability in 136 pet dogs. Dogs whose owners repeated commands showed significantly lower first call response rates. Repetition doesn't fix the problem. It trains the problem in. In 2020, researchers at the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna published a study in Scientific Reports examining attention and gaze behavior. Dogs who scored higher on secure attachment measures showed significantly greater orientation toward their owner's voice and face. The dog's willingness to tune in to you is a reflection of what tuning in has historically delivered. A dog that has learned that responding to its name leads to good things builds a different relationship with that sound. First, protect the name. Use it only when you mean it. A name called and ignored with no consequence trains the ignore. Train recall as its own behavior, separate from the name. A distinct cue, a whistle, a specific word, a hand signal. Practiced in low distraction environments and rewarded heavily. Meet the dog where its attention actually is. Calling a dog out of a deep olfactory investigation is asking its brain to abort a high-engagement cognitive task, catching the moment the nose comes up, the moment the investigation naturally pauses, is dramatically more effective than competing against it. Your dog is not ignoring you to establish dominance. It is not ignoring you because it doesn't love you. It is not ignoring you because it's stupid. Its brain has reclassified your voice as low signal. The dog sitting 6 feet away, apparently deaf to its own name, is running a brain that processes your voice in a dedicated neural region, reads your emotional state from your face, and has a measurable neurochemical response to your presence. It is not indifferent to you. It is just right now busy, and it has learned fairly reasonably that you'll say it again.